So as Pan says, keep it tight, keep it clean, keep it shiny. That's not right.
I love it. So guys, welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So on today's show, as you guys saw, I have a special guest. So that's Jim White from the White Details YouTube channel. He's a professional detailer out in the UK. So shouts out to Jim White. Thanks for being on my channel, of course. I always promise you guys to have a lot of surprises, so today is one of those. I've had other YouTubers collaborate on my channel in the past, so you guys probably saw videos with Larry Casilla from Ammo NYC, great buddy of mine, and also another friend, Matt Mormon from Obsessed Garage, who's done another collaboration with me on my channel. So, well, it's probably a Canadian thing. I like to encourage us YouTubers to do collaborations together. So today is another big one, as we're going to talk about what professional detailers do for the pre-inspection of a vehicle before detailing it. So, of course, Jim is a person I respect, and you're going to see kind of what he goes through when he gets a vehicle, what kind of steps he performs before detailing it, and he's also going to let us know, all of the steps that he goes through when actually detailing a car from beginning to end, interior and exterior. So I think this is going to be a good one, guys. Without further ado, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day. So today is a very important video for all my enthusiast detailers out there, including the professional detailers or mobile detailers, because today we're going to go through the inspection process when you get a vehicle before you start detailing it. So it's very important to have an outlined routine when you get a vehicle come in for a detailing job, whether it be an interior or an exterior detail or a full detailing package. It's very important to go through all the motions and steps in a routine type fashion to make sure you do a once over for the entire vehicle so you can assess what kind of condition the vehicle is in, and of course what steps you'll be performing to do some paint correction, compounding, polishing, what type of protection the client or the customer wants on his vehicle, and what essential steps you're going to be performing to bring it to a better than new if possible stage, or at least improve it to a point where it looks amazing if it's a used vehicle. So I'm lucky enough that I was able to collaborate with Jim White from White Details. He's a professional detailer out in the UK in Europe. So shouts out to Jim and thanks for being on my channel. He's a guy that I respect a lot, and he's one of the rare ones that I would actually let detail my own car. So on his YouTube channel, which by the way, I'll link in the description under the video, Jim goes through a vlog style video shoot for every detail job that he does, including his very famous White Details detailing package. So that's the total paint restoration process, and it's the interior and exterior detail jobs for very expensive vehicles. So in his videos, he essentially goes through the entire journey from the moment he receives the car up to the delivery point, and sometimes also includes customers' reactions. So it's pretty cool, and of course I respect what he does. So again, Jim is a professional detailer, and he's going to kind of tell us and show us what he does. So what's the inspection that he does when he receives a vehicle in for a detailing service, and also all the steps that he performs, and explains kind of what he does to a vehicle to make sure he brings it to the utmost best standard possible. So it's going to be kind of cool, guys. So Jim, without further ado, take it away.
Hey Pan, good morning. Welcome to a pretty wet, miserable day at White Details. Hey, so hello and welcome to White Details. Pan, thank you sir for the kind offer of the collaboration. It's great to be here. Hello to the Pan the Organizers YouTube channel. So my name is Jim White, professional vehicle detailing owner and operator of White Details. A long-time fan and supporter, subscriber of Pan's channel. Both our channels, I think we were like two and a half years old. Launched very similar sort of timings. Pan, as more of an enthusiast, has got 20 odd years of detailing experience, but it's more of an enthusiast, do-it-yourself insights to the industry, how-tos, tutorials, product recommendations, and reviews, which I think is great for the industry to have an ambassador, an influencer as such like that. And then my channel is more the actual hands-on, a case study, like a journey of each car that goes through various processes here at the studio. So it's great to be here. I've been talking to Pan more and more in the last couple of months really to try and get our heads together to do something. Obviously UK, Canada, difficult to actually meet in person to do some hands-on work together and to do more content. But thank you for the opportunity, as I say, and hopefully at some point we will be able to shake hands and create some content and detail a car. Quick introduction to the premises, to the unit where we're sat, where I'm based, where I spend the majority of my life. I'm located in the outskirts of Lincoln city centre in the East Midlands. Been sited here, been based here, I think Feb 2015, so approaching my 4th year here now. So it's a triple bay, there's a nice contained courtyard for the washing outside with drainage in place. LED lighting throughout, diffused panel lights, spotlights down the wall there. You can't see them, they're just off camera there, but the big scan grip D-match and multi-match floodlights also come out to play. In-floor 3-ton full height scissor lift, which certainly makes life a lot easier, and we're doing a better job as a result of it. And it's just well kitted out. I mean, in front of me here, you can't see it, but full kitchen worktop, Belfast sink, washing machine, tumble dryer, storage, toolboxes, trolley cart, tea kettle, toaster. So inspecting the vehicle before any detailing treatments begin. Behind me, a Santorini black Range Rover Velar. The vehicle is brand new. It arrived last night after a 4-hour journey in the wet. It's got 300 odd miles on the clock. As far as I'm aware, it's been untouched by the dealerships. They've not washed it, they've not polished it, prepped it, or protected it. But there's still marks on the paint, there's still marks on the pillars, there's still areas I need to inform the owner about before we take the vehicle into our possession and start the process. So it arrived last night, pretty dirty. It still is, perhaps not visible on the camera. There's only so much you can do with the car if it is dirty in situ with the customer whilst it's in that condition. No matter how many lights you put on the car, you're blind to its condition underneath the dirt. So a lot of the inspection is maybe done actually after the safe wash, which should be done on Tuesday this week. Today is Saturday. But with the owner present, we bring the vehicle indoors, we have a good look around the car, we check the wheels. It's not only for the owner's peace of mind and actually an education to the week ahead, what we've got planned, what's included, how it will come out the other end. The gloss black pillars in this, the A, B, C, D pillars, there's a lot of gloss black sections on the Velar. And as you probably know, if you've been to Pan's channel before, gloss black is soft, it can scratch very easily, extremely easily. So there are marks we were able to see and we was able to say, well, now that's going to be sorted within a single stage polish as per the new car prep. So it's an education to the owner, but also protecting yourself as the detailer. If you were able to locate any damage or areas of concern, at least it's done there with the customer present before you've started on the car. I'm an honest guy. I've always been quite upfront and honest about any situations for a car that's here with the owner directly. But it keeps you on the same page, albeit sometimes obviously they don't want to know the fact that their brand new Jag has had a door painted before delivery, or the fact that they've got lacquer runs or burn throughs in the edges. But protect yourself as a detailer because it's going to be your word against theirs. As a small example, a 90s V550 Vantage Aston Martin came in from Europe for my white detail treatment, which we can talk about in a bit. Said vehicle went from Europe to an Aston Martin specialist for some service work and then onwards to white details. Before I laid a finger on the car, before I sat in it, touched it, took the key, it was delivered off the transporter. I pan around the car with my camera, getting some close-up footage, video footage, a 360 of the exterior, the wheels, the paint, the hood, the underside of the bumpers, underside of the bonnet, interior, to pick up its true there and then condition. This vehicle is 350, 400,000 pounds worth of kit, and the owner isn't present, so I need to protect myself. Operating the same way really as a delivery inspection sheet, you can mark off any damage and have a signature to prove that this is as it was as it arrived. So on the car there was a couple of scabs, a couple of chips, a couple of scratches, swirls, obviously, that's why it's here. But on the near side rear corner of the bumper, it had been tapped, it had had a knock. This during the transportation stages at the dealership end servicing before it came to me. This was news to the owner, unfortunately, and it was taken straight away again to be rectified, to be painted before it came back to be detailed later. Obviously not news that the owner wanted to know, but at least it was able to be pointed out before the vehicle was in my possession that actually wasn't us, and that inspection process is quite a valuable part, a worthwhile half an hour before you take a vehicle into your care. What I do try to do as well, which I think is a quite nice touch for the owner, okay, there's maybe not a transformation or a turnaround to be done on the Velar because it is a new car, it's nice to begin with. But if it was a full booking, I would, at the end of day 1, end of day 2, end of day 3, record a 3, 4, 5 minute video on my mobile and send it over WhatsApp, send it to the customer on WhatsApp Messenger, and it gives them a bit of an insight. It teases them a little bit with sort of the progress, updates, where we want to be this time tomorrow, and if there have been any issues that we've located once the vehicle has been cleaned, because we couldn't see it initially because the vehicle was so dirty, then it gives them a true representation of where we're at that point in the day. So my white detail service, what is it? Why is it? How has it become? It's often what I use as my content for the vlog. The white details are filmed. It's a full job, full restoration, as much as you can possibly do to the car. No stone left unturned. Every car is different, and it's difficult to A, quote, because it takes what it takes, and B, estimate the timescales. So if I've got next week a white detail booking on an M3 next week, it's difficult for me to try and make plans on the Saturday and Sunday because I want the job to be right and I don't want to have a limitation on timescales. If it was a terrible example and I've not been able to quote the car or see the car previously, then I try to keep the weekends free just in case it does spill over into Saturday for coatings and the engine bay treatments and the final details, or sometimes even Sunday. One of the biggest jobs, timescales wise, and certainly surface area wise perhaps as well, was an obsidian black G-Wagon that Terry and I tackled middle of this year, just gone. I think I was still finishing off on the Monday morning before the next job started. The most part of the service is the full major paint correction. So multi-stage machine polishing, paint correction, the removal of the oxidation, the surface swirls, scratches, defects to perfect or as near to perfect the paintwork as possible. Most cars will have scars, they will have bruises that unfortunately a detailing treatment can't fix. So we do the best, what we can, with what we're given. Starts on the Monday morning, full safe wash decontamination process, getting the vehicle clean, getting it stripped off, removal of any contamination on the paintwork, the wheels, inside the door jambs, the engine bay treatments, the wheels come off the vehicle for the wheel arches to be flushed, the suspension assembly, the brake calipers. First part of the decontamination process is the tar removal stage, with a tar remover dissolving, breaking down tar deposits on the vehicle's paint, the wheels, the trim. Iron fallout removal stage done outside with the wet work also. Then the vehicle's brought inside, it's clay barred as a third and final decontamination process before it's blown down, put on the ramp, and we start some taping. Taping off the delicate, intricate sections, removal of badges or spoilers or light clusters, washer jet plugs in the bonnet, anything that's going to assist the next 3 days, 4 days of polishing to make our life easier. Paintwork is wiped with an alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, just to start fresh. You can see the true finish. There's no wax, there's no sealants, there's no residues left there. It is the paint that you've got to work in front of you. As a thorough inspection as well, mainly for the video at this point, because I've already done the inspection, the initial inspection of the vehicle, but I will now go around the car showing the defects on the paint. Now the car is clean, get the lights rigged up, take you through the car panel by panel. Recently there was a Maserati Quattroporte, the last vehicle in for the white detail treatment, and as you can see on screen, every panel had some real nasty deep marks, deep scratches. It was an amazing turnaround. one of the biggest, 99%, 98% defect removal. But from how the vehicle arrived, a vast turnaround on that one. So knowing what we've got to work with, maybe sometimes we'll start on the bonnet, sometimes we'll start on the bumpers, get the intricate, delicate areas done first. If you've done Monday afternoon, 4-day Tuesday, 4-day Wednesday cutting, the paintwork, removal of the defects, do you want to then spend the next 3 hours cutting a delicate section, a real time-consuming, delicate, awkward area on the bumper? Sometimes we do that first, get it done, get it out of the way, and then the rest of the job, seemingly the easier panels, the big bonnets, the big sides, the doors, the less intricate sections, saved till last. Cutting the paintwork complete, it's a cleanup operation required to remove the polishing, dust, residue. We, at this point, dress the engine bay. We'll go on to refine the paintwork. We'll then start to tackle the interior, the wheel coatings. The wheel coatings, if there's wheel weight glue residue to remove the inside of the barrel. They've already been outside for the full wash, decontamination. They've been off the car. They've been tackled, deep cleansed, coated with a ceramic coating, as well as the brake calipers if they're lacquered and painted, the exhaust tips, the exhaust pipe work, the box itself. With interior, we've got the leather cleanse, we've got the leather protection, fabric cleaning, deep cleanse, wax extraction system if it's a cloth interior, shampooing the carpets as such, fabric protection, there's the plastics, there's the console itself, the steering wheel, headlining. You can lose the best part of a day on an interior sometimes, again dependent on the vehicle, the complexity, the colour of the interior and its condition. And then finally, with the majority of the polishing, the interior, the wheels, the engine bay out of the way, we're left with the final details, toothpickery, paint protection, be it a ceramic coating or a wax if someone asks for a wax still. There's the glass, there's the trim, there's just the final details, which I like to take a lot of time with just to make sure that the whole job is done as one. And at this point, we should have a vehicle that's the best it's ever been or as near to as possible. Again, if it's a 90,000 mile old 20-year-old car, it's going to have some history. There may be a couple of bruises or scabs, but hopefully the owner's never seen the vehicle that good before. A lot of the time that is the case. It's an extensive, time-consuming job, and it's actually one of my preferred bookings for the diary. Would rather have one priority, one car, one job for 1 week, as opposed to juggling multiple jobs, juggling multiple customers, allocations, deposits in the diary. Multiple movements, one lot of washing, one lot of polishing, one lot of interior, wheels and protection. Whereas this week, tomorrow is a Range Rover SVR, Tuesday, Wednesday on the Velar, and then there's Thursday, Friday on a 3 Series new car preps. Touching on the inspection again, maybe more so now for the white detail bookings. You wouldn't get really a Velar of this age booking in for the white detail. It doesn't need it, it's new. But if the vehicle is on my left shoulder here, undercover is my M Coupe, is that for M Coupe, which is a 2006 car. If an owner of a 12-year-old car has had the car for the last 10 years, they know the vehicle inside and out. It's their absolute pride and joy, their garage queen. They cherish it and wash it and care for it as best they can. Then they book it in for the white detail or someone else's equivalent. With the assessment of a car like that, I do often ask the question, do you want to know? Do you want to know the ins and the outs and what we've come across and find? It may be that in the 2 years prior to their ownership, it had a front end collision, or the headlight was replaced. It still had 3 panels painted on the offside. It might have buffer trails and burn through from someone else's previous polishing sessions. It's difficult to try. There's a lot of puzzle pieces to put together, and you come across a lot of history on a vehicle when you scrutinate the paintwork and the wheels as much as we do. As the owner, do you want to know the good bits as well as the bad bits? Because I feel sometimes it could tarnish the relationship with the owner and the vehicle going forward. Oh, I'm getting chilly now. The heating has dropped, but I think that's pretty much everything covered. What I'm going to do, running around the Velar, bearing in mind that we can only see what the customer and I saw yesterday when they dropped off because the car's dirty. So until it's clean and on the ramp under the lights, we'll then get a true idea of the paint's condition. And then I've got an afternoon on the laptop doing some editing for the last vlog episode. What I'd like to do, certainly with the customer here as well, kill the big light. Sometimes you can mute the finish, you can blind yourself with too much light that otherwise is hiding defects. Now, Santorini black, this is a new car, no one's touched it, but can you see? Okay, I'm gonna have to flash something up on the screen now because I've got my hands full. There's light mar in there, there's light marks in the wing. areas of bad contact there on the side of the bonnet as well. My exposure is too high. That's better. Look at all that. Gloss black mirrors. Marked up. A pillar. Gloss black. B pillars. Common area to get badly scratched. A lot of the time it's because of this, fingerprints, finger swipes. I try to ask people to, it's so common for people to close the door with the pillar as opposed to reach around and sometimes using the handle. That over another 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 miles will be pretty bad. The handle's very hazy. It's almost like it's got a buffer trowel over the top of it. Very light. Just like here in the gloss black, buffer trowel, the bloomy arm that comes down here. That's going to be sorted out with the polishing. Often you'll find a vehicle like this, a Valet, a Range Rover, a Vogue, in the dealership, under the spotlights, covered in swirls, covered in marks, even though no one's touched this one. Back of the vehicle, we're struggling now to see the paint underneath because it is dirty, but there is haze there. If I zoom, you can see something's going on underneath here. There's a lot of marring, swirling. A random area here on the offside rear door buffer troweling, there's okay. See the haze start to hit there. It's like a white area. Buffer troweling. Gloss black pillars on the driver's side. Bit more marked up there. Oh, weird little abrasions here on the driver's door, above the handle, that run across. Strange. And then bumpers, yeah, straight away. Buffer trowels, plastic bumpers, buffer troweling. You got the vertical lines there, the spikes that sort of flow in the light. Rotary induced. A load of buds on this need pulling off. Looks like here on the front end someone's brushed past this. You see the formation of the smudges there, the vertical up downs. I wouldn't be surprised if that. Wouldn't be surprised if that's marked the paint up pretty bad underneath. All right. There we go. I hope that was of some interest. I'm sorry if I went on, the tendency of doing that. Thank you again, Pan, for the opportunity for this collaboration. It'll be great if in the near future, next year, 2019, the year after, I'm sure there'll be opportunities to shake hands and to get hands on deck together on a car. Something to work towards, hopefully. So as Pan says, keep it tight, keep it clean, keep it shiny. That's not right. Close. All the best. Thanks for watching. Pan, back to you.
Jim, that was awesome. Thanks for being a part of this video and thanks for collaborating with my YouTube channel. So Jim is an awesome detailer, guys. Check out his YouTube channel. I'll drop the link in the comment section down below. I strongly encourage my viewers to go out there and check out his videos. What he does is pretty awesome. So let's go show him some love. Now, for all of Jim's viewers that might be new to my channel, take a second and click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos and learn more about car detailing. So products, equipment, tips, tricks, techniques, and a bunch of cool tutorials. Now, if you like this kind of content, smash the thumbs up button to show me your support. If you want me and Jim to eventually collaborate one day and maybe detail a car together, I think that would be pretty awesome. So let me know in the comment section under the video if you guys would like that to happen. And of course, well, in my own words, thanks for being there, thanks for watching, and in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.